cater for all account equation principles. They cater for the general ledger accounts. You know, the subsidiary journal have got the elements of all the other sections. Okay, so that's why I chose a question whereby I'm gonna deal with the subsidiary journals. I know that we cannot do a lot because of time, but this question I think that is gonna help us a lot. And if you've got a question, guys, let's say, for example, we are doing a transaction and you want to know what if it was under account equation, we can discuss around that. Are we all on the same page? Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Can I see on the chat? Yeah, these questions will be put on the VC land there after Sandhya, because I think I'm gonna send them to Doreen because, you know, I've got people from other groups, so they don't have access to my modules. So what I'm gonna do, the person who sent you communication, Doreen, I'm gonna send her the link for this session, and I'm also gonna send her these questions so that you can be able to go through them. Okay. Okay, let's just get into it, guys. These are the slides, the question that I wanted us to do. So I just want you to check, remember from our past experience, or just as a warm up here, guys, I want you to tell me on the slide, on the side here, on the chat, what important information do you think I need to highlight? I'm gonna wait for you for that. So I want you to tell me about the most important information that we need to highlight. Remember, we are writing an exam and then we need to highlight the most important information. Please tell me which information do you think is important for us to note. I'm going to highlight as you tell me. I hope you can still hear me, guys. Okay, I'm going to highlight, let's see. Inclusive of VAT, yes, I like that. Firstly, thank you so much for that. I like that. So firstly, this is important. All amounts are inclusive of VAT unless stated otherwise. And again, let me see the perpetual. Yes, guys, I know you know these things. And then, yeah, the other thing that you forgot to tell me, which is very much important. So you gave me all the other things except one thing that is more important again. You gave me the VAT thing. Yes. What else? Yes, Anthony. The fact that we have got markup of 20%, 25% on cost. Can you see now? So it means you need to know how to deal with this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. This is very much important. And then immediately, if I were you, for example, especially when it comes to this 25%. Can you see this 25%? So what I'm going to do, I'll just analyze quickly. Remember, if the markup is 25% on cost, please analyze for me on the side whether how much will be the cost, how much will be the markup, how much will be the selling price. So I'm going to wait for you. How much will be the cost? Because it is important for us to analyze this information. Can you see now? I guess there's a problem with the network. So I'm gonna, the cost will be 100. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. I think, yeah, and then the markup. Thank you so much for that. The markup, I'm just writing for those who don't understand. Thank you so much for that. And then the selling price, it's gonna be 125. Can you see now? Like you said, thank you so much. And immediately, perfect. Selling price 25. Thank you so much, Anthony and Sandy and everyone there. So now, immediately after doing this, I know that when I have to calculate cost price, these things are very much important. So when I have to calculate the cost of sales, I'm just going to call it cost because of space. Cost of sales, when I calculate, I'm going to use 100 divided by 125. Can you see now? This is very much important. So if I have to calculate sales, this will help me a lot. It means I'm going to use 125 over 100. So this will help you a lot. Already you have analyzed. So if they want you to calculate the cost of sales, it means you know that you're going to use 100 over 125 and multiply it by the sales to get cost of sales. But if they're giving you, if let's say for example they want the sales, you have to say 125 over 100. I hope everyone is following. Can I see yes, 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 so that I can continue to the next stage? Good. Do you have any questions? Thank you so much for that, Gabby. Thank you, Sandhya, and thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you. Now, firstly, Nkateko, this is a markup. MP stands for markup. Okay, so after doing this, remember we must go to the transactions. No problem, Ngateko. When you go to the transactions, these are the transactions. Remember I said before you could go to recordings and everything, the most important thing that you must do is to analyze. I didn't see that recording thing, Anthony. Let me see. Yes, the recording, Anthony, will be sent to you by Doreen. I'm going to give it to Doreen so that she can send it to you, okay? Don't worry about, yeah, I'm going to send you the recording, eh? Definitely, I'm going to send you that. Thank you so much for that. Sorry, I missed it, okay? No problem. And again, remember those who don't know, guys, I also load this on my YouTube. Sometimes, if you can go to my YouTube, guys, I also, when I send Doreen this, I'm going to send her with some of my links, okay? But I think she sent you the links before for my YouTube, because some people said YouTube is also very useful to you guys, but I will ask you to send you those links. Okay, no problem. Now let's continue, guys. Firstly, I want you to tell me, where will I go? I'm gonna read for you and you tell me to which book. Remember, we've got about 8 subsidiary journals, so you must know all of them. Okay, on the 3rd, they say C Room, the owner of this business, makes an additional capital contribution to the business in the form of vehicle. SARS has allowed Peter Pan sole traders to claim back the full VAT on the value of vehicle, and the vehicle worth 150,000. So who can tell me? Please tell me on the chat, where are we going to record? Okay, I can see Anthony said CBR. Do you agree with Anthony? Sandra said CBR. Please let me wait for others so that we can be sure. I'm going to wait for 7 more people to tell me. If you support. If you've got a different answer, tell me. Please wait. I thank you, Sandhya, for that. Anthony, thank you for that. Please, Nikita and Nkateko, let me go and check others. Please tell me what you think. Where must we go? If you support them, let me know that you support them. If you have got a different answer, let me know that you've got a different answer. Thank you, Nkateko, for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you. I appreciate for that. Let me wait for others so that we can continue. Kutlano, what do you think? Kutlano, Matsiliso, what do you think about it? Steve, Zara, what do you think about it? Thank you so much for that, Steve. I appreciate a lot. I do appreciate. Thank you, Matsiliso. I appreciate the feedback. Can you see? I like the fact that we engage so that we can understand, guys. So what I want to highlight, guys, at the moment is very much important. As you can see, firstly, you need to know, what did the owner contribute? The owner contributed vehicle. So it means you cannot go to the CBR, because we only go to the CBR if the owner has contributed cash. Write it down, please. Only if the owner brought cash is then that we go to the CBR. But the owner did not contribute cash here. The owner contributed something other than cash. It means instead we will have to go to, please remember this in the exam, they're going to trick you. Perfect, Anthony. Can you see now? We are going to go to the GJ. Please do not make a mistake. Do not make a mistake. Okay. So make sure that you know that when the owner contributed any other thing other than cash, you always go to GJ. We only go to the CBR if the owner contributed cash only. Are we together? I hope, Matsidi, so you are okay now. So you just have to check two things when the owner contributes. Is either cash or something else. If it is cash, always go to the CBR. If it is something else, always go to the GJ. Please do not forget that. Okay. But remember, now we know because we are revising. Are we together? I think so. Let's try on the 5th. Sale of trading inventory on credit. Please, this one I think must be simple. Where do we go? Please, I want you to write on the chat there. I want to see on the 5th, where are we going to record this? CJ, please support. Thank you so much. I want others, guys. I want everyone to contribute first, please. I will wait for some of you to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Gabby said DJ. Gabby said DJ. I agree with Gabby. Gabby, you are correct, guys. Remember, it is DJ Steve. Thank you so much for that. Gabby, it is correct. Guys, you only say CJ if you are buying on credit. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. You only go to the CJ if you bought on credit. But the fact that here we are not buying on credit, we are selling on credit. And remember, we need to sell only. We only sell. Can you see we are selling trading inventory? So when you sell trading inventory on credit, we always go to the DJ. Only, remember, only trading inventory. So it means if you sell other things, you won't come here. Okay. You only go to the CJ when you are buying everything on credit. Is everyone okay? Can I see yes, 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 yes before I continue? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please write these notes. Write these notes only, okay? Make sure that you write these notes, okay? You only go to the CJ if you bought items on credit, okay? So because here we are selling inventory on credit, we go to the DJ, okay? I hope everyone is on the same page. We only go to the CJ when you bought on credit, okay? Now, let's go to the 7th. Okay, Nkateko, I said you when you sell inventory on credit, you go to DJ. Only inventory on credit. You must go to DJ. So it means if you can sell equipment on credit, you cannot go to DJ. Only when you sell inventory on credit, you go to DJ. Are you okay, Nkateko? Let me wait for Nkateko to tell me if everything is understandable. Thank you so much, Nkateko, for that. Okay, please write this notes down because this is what you're going to find in the exam. They're going to trick you with it, okay? Let's go to the 7th. We sold trading stock. They said the trading stock which was sold to P. Peters, this one that we sold here, was returned by P. Peters. So where are we going to record this? So P. Peters, DAJ, Michael, thank you. So Anthony, thank you, Nikita, thank you. I agree, guys. I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. DAJ. This is very much important, guys. So remember, these are the returns by the debtors. So if a debtor returns goods to us, it's going to be what? DAJ. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's go to the 9th. The owner took goods for private use. Please tell me where to go. And Gateko said CBP, GJ, Makale, Masiso, CBP, GJ, Anthony. The answer is GJ. Remember, the owner did not take cash. Only if the owner took cash is then that we could say CBP. Are we together? But the owner here took goods. This makes the difference, guys. Remember, even in the future, the owner took goods. So the fact that the owner took goods, we go to GJ. But next time they're going to say the owner took cash is then that you go to the CBP. So those who didn't get it right, do you understand what I'm trying to highlight here? Let me see. Yes there before I continue. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, you are learning. Don't worry, guys. If you get it wrong now, don't worry. That's why you are here. You need to. My city. So I said, if the owner took cash for private use, is then that you say CBP. Remember, CBP is only where you record cash that you paid. So the owner, if the owner took cash, it will be CBP. But in this case, the owner didn't take cash. The owner took goods. So it means you must go to the GJ. Are you okay, Mercedes? Thank you so much. Next. On the 15th, received monthly income 12,800 for office building from a lessee, meaning someone is using our apartment or our space and we are receiving rental income. Please tell me where to go. Tell me where to go when it comes to this one. CBR Gaby, thank you so much. CBR Masiso, thank you so much. Sam, thank you. Sandia, thank you so much. Thank you, Nkateko. Thank you so much, guys. You are on fire. It is CBR. I agree. Can you see now? Yes, Anthony. Thank you so much, Nkateko. Thank you, everyone. So we go into the CBR. Hope everyone is following. Okay. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to go to the 25th. Mark, the debtor, made a direct deposit on of 13,000 in settlement of his account. Where do we go on the 25th? Where do we go? DJ Makale, let's wait. Nikita DJ, okay, let's wait. Sanya DJ. Please let me wait for others. Let me wait. We are too many here. I'm gonna wait until I explain. Sunday I said DJ. What about others, guys? Please say something. Because Makele said Gabi CBP, no problem. Let's wait. And Gatego CBR, let's wait. Make CRJ, okay, let's wait. Okay, I agree with those who said CBR. Remember, guys, we are receiving cash. Remember, as long as you receive cash, a debtor gave us money, so we are going to receive money. So those who said DJ, guys, write it down once again. You only go to DJ if you are selling inventory or goods on credit. I repeat, you only go to DJ only when you are selling trading stock, trading inventory, goods, merchandise on credit. I hope you wrote it down. But here, someone is giving us money, so we are receiving, we go to the CBR. Is everyone okay on the chat? Let me see. Yes. Thank you so much, Matsiliso Nkateko. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate your feedback. Amir, thank you, and thank you very much. Okay. Remember, guys, you must take it slow, write the notes down. Okay. So those who are in my groups, you know that you've got my slides. On my slides, I gave you some nice examples there of the transactions there. Go and check them again. Okay. No problem. Let's go to the 28th. Cash sales of inventory. Where do we go? Cash sales of inventory. Where do you think we going? Which book? CBR, thank you, Gaby, thank you. Let's see, let's wait. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Hamia. Thank you so much, guys. I agree with you. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much for that. It is CBR because we are receiving cash. We are selling inventory for cash, so the cash is coming in. Can you see now? So if we were selling this inventory on credit, it would mean that we go to the DJ. Can you see now? You must know the difference. So in other words, the sale of inventory can either go to CBR or DJ, depending on how did we sell. So if you sold for cash, you go to the CBR. If you sold on credit, you will go to the DJ. I hope everyone is following. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Okay, next. On the 30th, Where do you think we must go, ladies and gentlemen? CBP, thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you, McKay. Thank you so much. Others, what do you think? Remember, you're allowed to say CPJ, ne? So, others, do you support or what do you think? Thank you so much. I agree. I support. Thank you, guys. So, guys, this is what you must do. Firstly, so that you can save time in the exam. Highlight quickly, and now you'll be ready. So now this is what we have highlighted, guys. Please make sure that you know where to go. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't go through all the theory because of time. So you need to go and learn those notes. Your lecturers gave you your notes, and then please make sure that you go through that. Also go through the book. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next slide so that we can start recording. Okay. So this is what is required of you. As you can see here, the main thing, CBR, CBP, DJ, debtors. Can you see now? So this is what they need us to do. Okay, so it means, I think I'm missing one, but it's okay. I'm gonna edit there after. So let's go and check the next one. So what I did, guys, because of our system doesn't allow me to go back and forth, so I took those transactions where we said they go to the CBR, I put them together here so that when we record you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so firstly I'm gonna record, guys. If you don't understand, you tell me. So firstly, we don't have document number. If you can check here on the 15th here, this is the CBR, as you can see here. So these transactions are going to the CBR like we said. So on the 15th, we received income. I don't have a source document. So if I had a source document, I'll start recording under document number. So they didn't give me the source document. What I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the day, of which the day will be the 15th. Please, you must stop me if you don't understand. And then who can tell me what must I write under details? Right on the chat here. Details, what must I write? Under details, what must I write? What must I write under details for this on the 15th here? Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, Meke. T, tenant. Okay. And then we receive a monthly, and it, okay, how am I going to record? Remember, tell me under which columns must I go and record 12,000? Okay, firstly, where must I record 12,800? Remember, you must check whether it's including VAT or excluding VAT. Firstly, is it including VAT or excluding VAT? Including VAT. Okay. By the main account, you are referring to the bank. Yes, I'm going to come here and record 12,800. You see now? Remember, I cannot come to the analysis. Why? Because of the fact that they said direct deposit. So please be careful. So when they say direct deposit, it means it went directly to the bank. So do not record under analysis. That's why I put 0 under analysis. Okay. So remember again, the main column, like you said there, Brandon, the main column here, I'm going to write main here. The main column we're referring to what? The bank. And remember, I told you the main column must include VAT. Remember? The main column is where we put amounts, including what? VAT. So remember how to do that. So here we include VAT. So remember, the rent income is VATable, so we must put the amount including VAT here. I hope everyone is following. Okay, that's the first thing. Please let me know if you understand what I did here on there. So the reason why I went to the bank directly is because of this. This makes a difference. Direct deposit, it means they did not come to the business and pay at the counter. They went directly to the bank. So even here, I must go directly to the bank, because if I put it under analysis, this means that they came to the business, they paid us on the counter. So that's why I can't put it here. I will put it directly there. So can I see yes on the chat so that I can know that you understand? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Remember, I told you immediately after recording under the main column, and you said this amount is including VAT. I said you must immediately calculate VAT. Please calculate VAT for me on this 12,800, and also show me on the chat how did you calculate VAT. Please also show me on the chat how did you calculate VAT. McKay, how did you calculate it? Show me the calculation, please. Ngateko, that is not VAT. And you cannot times it by 1.15. You're going to get more than 12,800 Ngateko. Mekele, I'm going to come back to you on that. Thank you so much, Sanya. You are correct. And then the VAT amount is I'm gonna take the VAT amount for, I'm gonna write it down here, guys. So the VAT amount, remember I said it doesn't matter which one you start with. For me, they know my students, it's better to start with VAT because VAT is easier to calculate. So we are going to have, I think, 1669.57. Please double check the calculation there. So remember the calculation for Hamia there and Matsiriso is correct. Okay, this is what I mean. I'm gonna draw a line here so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Just hold for a moment. So this is how they calculate it. Okay, you take 12,800, you multiply it by 15 over 115. You know why? Because the amount. So in other words, when you calculate VAT, guys, it's either you use 15 over 115 or 15 over 100. So if you use 15 over 115, it means the amount that you are using here is including VAT. So if this amount was excluding VAT, you were supposed to use 15 over 100, meaning McKay's answer of 1920 would be correct. Can you see now? But we can't use 15% because 15% is not the same as 15 over 115. So what I can advise you in the exam, guys, it's just a technique. You don't have to use my technique. So always start with VAT, because you know that with VAT, you either use 15 over 115 or 15 over 100. When do we use 15 over 115? We use 15 over 115 if the amount that I'm using to calculate is including VAT. Like in this case, this 12,800 is including VAT. That's why I used what? 15 over 115. So if this 12,800 was excluding VAT, I should have used 15 over 100 to calculate VAT. Is everyone okay on the chat there? Thank you so much for participating. So can I see yes, 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 so that I can understand that? Perfect. Can you see now? So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I like this. Now, the reason why I say you must start with VAT, because immediately after finding VAT, the difference between the original amount, this one, and the VAT will give you the other. So, but before we can go there, under which column must I go and record the other amount? Because now we've got amount under bank, amount under output. Sundries. So thank you so much for that. McKay said sundries. I guess you're gonna write rent income here. Rent income or rent receipt is up to you. Can you see now? Rent income or rent risk. Guys, if you write rent only, they can penalize you in the exam. I'm telling you in advance, because some students always write rent. So you will see they will penalize you for that. Rent income, be very specific, because rent can either be expense or income. So if you say rent, they assume that you don't understand whether it's a rent income or rent expense. So please make sure you write that. So it means now, if the minute I record rent income under sundry, it means I must have an amount here. So an amount is going to be very easy. The difference between 12,800 and 1669.57 will be the amount for rent. How much is it? Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you so much for that. 130.43. Listen, guys, how easy is that? So for me, I'm not saying you must use my technique. Can you see? Others should have started with the amount here. It's okay. But for me, I try to calculate VAT because VAT is easy to understand. So this is how you must do it. Okay, guys, if you understand, I'm going to continue. On the 25th, I'm going to write, obviously, we said we are going to come here. I'm going to write 25th here. And then obviously we received money from M Mark. I'm not going to waste time for you guys. So if you don't understand, you stop me. This where tell me where to go from here. So as you can see here, M Mark, the debtor made a deposit of 13,000. Bank, I like that. I go to bank. Thank you so much. I like that. I like that. So we go to bank, which is how much? 13,000. So it means, because you said I must go there, it means I'm going to put 0 here. I think everyone understands why am I putting 0. If you don't understand, please ask. I'll explain to you again. So from here, which other columns must we go and record? Who can tell me after recording? Debtors, VAT, also debtors. Okay, they said, how much must I record under debtors, please? How much must I record under debtors? I'm going to wait for you. Remember, we don't calculate VAT. We record it as it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, everyone. So remember, when the debtor pays you, you must not calculate VAT at all. Remember, guys, you must know that. So if you calculate VAT, you're going to lose marks. So here, no VAT at all. Because when a debtor pays, we don't calculate VAT. So you must put it as it is. Can you see now? Only that. So do not calculate VAT. So the payment on account by our debtors, there is no. The minute you see settlement of his account, please do not calculate VAT. Just put the amount as it is. I hope you will remember how to do that. Okay. Perfect. On the 28th. Yes, remember that, ne? So don't lose marks. This is very easy. So make sure. 28th, yes. What must I write under details? Because I know for this one on the 28th, most students make a mistake. I want you to tell me what must I write under details. Thank you so much for that, McKay, because sometimes people don't know cash sales. Always write that. Always write cash sales or sales. If you write cash only, you'll be wrong. It's either you write cash sales or sales. Okay. Because guys, I don't want you to lose marks in this exam. And then tell me how to record. Where must I put 6250? Where must I put 6250? As you can see here, there's an amount of 6250. Where must I record that? And Gateko said sales. Sanya said cost of sales. Please, others, help. What do you think? Guys, okay, thank you so much. Be careful. You must read carefully. You must read carefully at all times, okay? Check here. They said cost price. So you must go to cost of sales. Can you see now? You need to be careful in the exam. So you must go to the cost of sales. 6250. So you need to be careful. You can't go to the sales because this amount is not the sales one. They said cost price. So we must go to the cost of sales. Meaning now we must calculate sales because normally they give us sales. Can you see now? So let's calculate sales by using this cost of sales. But be careful here. Remember, only started they give us the markup. But they said the inventory was nearing expiry and they were sold at a cost plus 10%. In other words, the markup has changed now. The markup is 10% on cost. So please tell me how much will be the sales. I like that, Ande. Thank you so much. How much is it? Thank you so much for that. I appreciate. So the sales, thank you so much, guys. 6. Can you see now? So you need to be careful because in the exam they know that they have been giving you the sales, and you normally we find sale. They give us sales and we calculate cost of sales. Can you see now? You must be careful. So those who don't, let me just show it on the here just to show you how we calculate this for those who don't understand. So this is what we did. We said 6 to 50 times 110. Remember, I showed you how to analyze. Can you see now? This is how you do it. Thank you so much for that, guys. I appreciate. So you need to be careful now. So don't just memorize. You must check what did they give me first and what must I do. So remember, normally they give us the main amount and we go and calculate VAT and we find sales. But now we have got sales of 6875. Now we can find what? Let's find VAT first. Remember? So use 68. And they said 68 times 115 for bank. Yes, I do understand. Please, those who are, let's start with VAT first. I agree with you. And let's start with VAT first so that people can, there are others who understand how to start with VAT. And then, yes, I'll come back to you under with that. So let's calculate VAT for this one. Thank you for that. You see now? Yes. Let me just show for those who don't understand. Let me show them. And then this one. Remember, it doesn't matter how you find it. So we say 6875 times 15 over 100, because remember, this is not, it's excluding VAT. Can you see now we are using 15 over 100? And now you can add the two. You can add 6875 plus 1031.25. You can add them together, and we take it to what? Where must we take these two? If you add them together, I think the Andes amount is correct, ne? And you said is how much? Is 7906. Okay, thank you so much. But remember, we cannot go to the bank directly. We cannot go to the bank directly, remember? Because it's not directly to the bank. They didn't tell you that it's directly to the bank. We must first go to the analysis. Okay, let me change the color here. Yes, you must first go to the analysis. 7906.25. And it's then that you can go to the bank. Remember, you go to the bank and I said you must analyze. Remember, 7906.25. Okay, remember. To always underline. This shows that is the only account on that day. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to do, guys. But it doesn't matter how you record, guys. But that's why for me, I prefer to start with VAT. So you can ask questions, guys. Our CBR is complete. Remember, for this question, they said we must not add, but remember, if they ask you to add, you must just total. Okay, you know how to total. So any questions, guys, so far? Is everyone okay? Can I see yes, yes, yes? Thank you, guys. I'm moving on. Perfect. I like this, guys. Please, I know you're gonna pass. You know, I don't want you to pass with 50%. No, 50% is not what I like. Okay. So the next one we said CBP. I think it was this one only. Okay, I think it was only this one on the 30th. Without wasting time, I'm gonna put. There's no source document. I'm gonna put the 30th here. Please tell me what to write under name of payee. Remember, name of payee is the same as. Sometimes don't be confused. Sometimes they will call it details. Don't worry. Same as the details. So please tell me where to go. What must I write under name of pay? ABC Bank. Thank you so much for that, Matsidiso. ABC Bank. I appreciate that. And then where else must I go? Tell me where else must I go and record? Bank, thank you so much for that, which is 199. Eh? I appreciate. Thank you so much. And where else must I go from the bank? Sundry. Okay, what must I write under sundry? Under which column? VAT. Yes, I agree with you. Calculate VAT for me. Calculate VAT for me. I agree with you. VAT. Remember, bank charges are VATable. This is VATable. Okay. So how much will be the input VAT? 25.25. How did you get that? $25.95, ne? 96, okay. 25.96. Thank you so much. So now you said I agree with you. You said bank charges I must come here. I'm gonna write them here. Thank you so much for that. Bank charges. And then amount. How will I find the amount here for bank charges? It must be easy because we know the other two amounts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are gonna pass. I'm telling you, please. But if it doesn't make sense, remember you must ask. Is it 224.96? Steve said 224.96. 173.04. Because it must be the difference between the two amounts, because you can't add. You only add when you go to the bank. So it must be like this. Okay, any question about this, guys? I hope you all understand how to do that. So what we did for the sake of simplicity, just let me write it quickly, guys, for you. Here we said 199 times 15 over 115. Okay. And then here we said, for those, you know, because sometimes people are afraid to ask, 199 minus 25.56. Like I said, any procedure is allowed. Okay, so can I see if you understand, guys, on the chat? Let me see. Yes, 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 so that we can continue, guys. Guys, yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we sacrifice our break and just finish and go, guys, or do you need a break? Thank you so much for that. Let me know if we can sacrifice the break, guys. Do you need a break or can we just continue? Okay, yeah, I think it's better for us to finish because I know sometimes coming back can be a challenge. Thank you so much. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, there are 3 slides. Yes. Yes, you're correct. You're correct. You're correct. There are only 3 slides left. So let's continue, guys. Okay. Now, let's go to the DJ, guys. Please tell me. Okay, obviously, I'm going to write the date, guys. Please don't worry about the date. The date, I know the date. The date, I'm going to write the 5th. And then details, please, if you don't understand, tell me. It's going to be Peters. For example, under DJ, if they want folios, for this question, they don't want folios. Remember, you can just write G1, data number 1. I'm just saying if they don't want folios. So I think you understand so far, okay? So tell me where to go, guys, and how. Tell me where to go and how. Perfect, perfect. I like that. Under set 55,000 cost of sales. Thank you so much, guys. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. Thank you so much, Ende, for that. Okay, please remember, if they give us cost of sales, it means we can calculate sales. And you know, the markup, we have analyzed the markup when we started. How much is the cost of sales? There is a markup, Ande. The markup is 25% and not 10%, Ande. 10% is for that specific transaction, but overall, the markup for the whole question is 25%, okay, on cost. Okay, no problem. Let me go back to it. Okay, Gabby, if they don't want folios, they will tell you that they don't want folios. But if they don't say anything, just give them everything, even the folios, because You don't know whether they're going to mark them or not. So whatever they don't want, they will tell you. Are you okay? I hope that you understand, Gabby. Yes. So don't worry, they will tell you. Okay, no problem. So please, the markup must be, do you all agree with Anderset? How much is it? 68. Okay, that will be my sales. Thank you. 68, 750. And Kateko said, where do we get your folio, sir? Where do you get? No, remember, I was just saying, if they ask you for the folios, you're going to write D1. The reason why I wrote D1, Kateko, is because Peters is a data. So it's a data number 1. So if I can have Sylvester, it's going to be D2. D stands for data number 2, data number 1, data number 3. Do you understand what I'm saying, Kateko? So yes, don't worry, but they don't want them here now. The markup is 25%, Brandon. Check the question. Unfortunately, I cannot go back. I'm going to lose some information. So when we started this question at the somewhere there on the first paragraph, they said markup was 25% on cost. So we're using that 25% on cost. Are you okay, Brandon? Don't worry. I'm gonna these slides are gonna be sent to you. Okay. Let me just write a calculation for this one so that others can understand. Thank you so much. So we said 55,000 times, because we're looking for the sales, 125 over 100. Remember, if we're looking for the cost, it will be 100 over 125. So I hope everyone understands here. Okay? So now after this, guys, like I said, you can start. For me, like I know the simple things, always start with VAT. I want VAT now. Okay. But you can find your debtors control first, no problem. And I can see others. Anthony, it goes because they told you that 55 is cost price. Can you see here, Anthony? Anthony, can you see here? They said this amount is the cost price. They told you the cost price is, do you get it? Yes, yes, yes. So always pay, just check there because they can trick you. Normally they say you sold. So we go to the cost of sales because they said it's a cost price. But if they said it was sales, we're supposed to go to sales. Okay, guys, let's see. Okay, no problem. Guys, remember, it doesn't matter which column you start with. Whatever makes you comfortable, as long as you give me the correct answers, okay? So the VAT is, let me put the VAT here. The VAT you said is 10,000. Sorry, guys, 10,312.50. Okay, and then you said the debtors control is how much? Let's see. And they gave me the debtors control up there. Where is it? No one gave me the debtors control. Please give me the debtors control. The total of the 269. Okay, my 6 said 69. 79. Okay, 79. 062.50. Please, hopefully, I think, just double check if the figures are correct. Let me just show this calculation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for that. I appreciate. Let me just write this quickly here. We said 68, 750 times 15 over 100. 850, 67, 850. 68, no, 68, 750. Guys. Okay, this is what we did. I think so. And then 7902 point. Okay, no problem, guys. Remember, for you to get this 2, you must add the 2. Ne? So here, let me just write it, guys. You know, you'll never know. Maybe you're gonna need this when you are studying on your own. So let's not take them for granted. For that one, we said 68750 plus 10312.50. Okay, guys, I'm just writing for those. Maybe when we study again on your own, you will need this, guys. Can you see? So again, guys, like others found it directly. It's up to you. So those who have got advanced level of accounting, they can find data control quickly. Like guys, so can you see? You can use any other technique. So any question, guys? Are you all okay with this? Can I move on to the next slide? Perfect. Thank you, Sanjay, for that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm gonna move to the next one. Okay, please. I know it's a very boring one. You know what I mean? So please, for now, just tell me about the other columns. For now, I'm gonna populate the other columns. I know that is the 7th, and I know that is P. Peters. And then remember, I'm just writing the folio because I'm showing off. Don't have to write it because they said. So who can tell me where will I record this amount of 6875? Sales. I don't see sales here. Where do you see sales? There's no sale here. You said sales, but I understand what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm trying to be difficult. So you must write sales. Under sales returns, you must say 6875. Thank you so much. And then which column do you want us to start first? It's up to you. This one is up to you. I give it to you. Let's start with any columns. Thank you so much, Ende, for that. Let's find the cost of sales, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we're going to use the original markup. Okay, thank you so much for that. And thank you so much. Thank you. 5,500. Okay, 5,500. For those who don't understand, let me just put it here for you. Remember, we use that markup that we had originally. So we're going to say 6875 times 100 over 125. So it's up to you. It doesn't matter how you found it. It's okay. So now we can find any other. We can find input vet. We can find data control. It's up to you. Let's find any. Just tell me. Tell me. Vet. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And vet is 103.1.25. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for that. I appreciate. Once again, guys, sorry about that. Let me just put it for those who still struggle. 875 times 15 over 100. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you so much for that. So data control is 7906.25. Okay. This is what you do. Can you see now? And then again, for the sake of simplicity, we can just do this. And then we set, it's up to you. You can say 6875 plus 103, 1.25. That's what we did. Okay, so please just make sure that you go through this. Not that difficult at all. Okay. Let me see if everyone understands. Let me see if you all understand. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. Yes. So I think for me, this is the main thing that is gonna. Yes, I think you understand. You know that I feel like we are ready, but you still have days, guys. You still have tomorrow. It's Friday. Just go through it Friday. Please, by Monday, for me, you don't have to worry about anything. You must be ready. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go to the GJ. Okay, guys. Again, I put everything here. So for the GJ, we need to read first. The owner, firstly, the owner took, you can see my slide there, the owner made capital contribution. It's important. In the form of what? Vehicle. And they SARS allowed us. Can you see now? Because SARS sometimes doesn't allow us to claim VAT. And they say the vehicle worth 150,000 excluding VAT. Can you see now? Firstly, guys, we must think in terms of account equation. Please give me the accounts you see here. I want to analyze for you. Just give me the accounts involved. I can see capital here. I agree with Mercedes. So here, thank you so much. I see capital. And then I also see vehicle. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry, if they are not in, I don't have a ruler here. I don't have a ruler. Sorry, vehicle. And then I can see, thank you. Laken said VAT output. What do we call the VAT that, no, it can't be output. Remember, we are going to claim it back. What is the VAT that you're going to claim? What do we call it? Yes, now you know. Make sure. Input VAT, because you're going to claim it. Okay, now you know, don't worry. Can you see now? So this is what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, firstly. Okay, remember, I'm showing you how to do these things. Secondly, what I want us to do is to check okay, tell me, what is capital to us? Is it increasing or decreasing? And under which side will it do that? Tell me, what is capital to us? And tell me whether it's increasing or decreasing. And if you say increase, you must tell me under which side. I like that. I like that. I like what I see. Yes, I want this. Yeah. So can you see? Perfect, perfect, guys. So capital is owner's equity, and it is increasing on the credit side. Sorry, guys, I'm using abbreviations because of space. Tell me about vehicle. What is it? Increasing, decreasing, under which side? I'm gonna wait for you. The vehicle one. Tell me what is vehicle, and tell me whether it's increasing or decreasing, and under which side. Okay, vehicle is an asset, and an asset, the vehicle is increasing on the debit side. This will help me a lot. The same applies to the input VAT. Remember, here you must just know your account equation principles. What is input VAT to us, whether it's increasing or decreasing? And tell me under which side. This one will always be like that. Perfect. So can you see, this is what you need to do. This will always help you by the time when you record, guys. Make sure that you do that. Perfect. So guys, you must practice, because if you don't do this correctly, everything is going to be wrong. Okay. Now, any questions, guys, on these ones? If you don't have a question, I continue. Now, I'm going to continue. Remember, the rule says the account that you debit must always come first. So, in other words, whatever you have debited must always be recorded first. So, firstly, the date will be the 3rd. I'm going to write the 3rd here. So, as you can see here, the first one that I have here is capital, and the capital is credited. I can't start with capital. I'll start with the one that I debited. So, the first one that I'm going to start with here, I'm going to start with the vehicle. And the vehicle is not the only account that is debited. The other account that is debited is input VAT. Can you see now? I start with the ones that I debited, and I must put them in line to show that they are both debited. Can you see now? And it's then that I can record the one that is credited, and I must put it a little bit further here. So I have credited what? Capital. Let me see if everyone is following the way I recorded here. Is everyone following? Perfect. I like this. Perfect. Perfect. So you must do this. The second thing that I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask myself, out of these 3 accounts, vehicles, input, and the capital, which one is the main account? So which one is the biggest of them all? What is this transaction all about? Which account tells me what is happening here? Nkateko said capital. Do you all agree with Nkateko before I record? Perfect. I agree. So capital, I'm just going to write here, guys, the main account. You don't have to write it. I'm just saying, well, you are writing exam. You are trying to understand what is going on. So who can tell me, why is it important for me to know which one is the main account? Who can tell me the real reason why is it important to know the main account? It's not only for the GJ, it's also for the other journals. The main importance for knowing that. Why do you have to know that it's main account? What is the reason behind it? Okay. Let me know. We don't know. Okay, let me tell you because you don't know. It's because if there is a VAT implication, like in this case, the main account will, yes, Nikita, you are correct, Nikita and Hamia, it must include VAT. So the amount that I'm going to put here is going to include VAT. Okay, meaning the vehicle is going to take the amount excluding VAT, and this will take the amount including VAT. Obviously, this is VAT. Okay, first let's go and check what amount did they give us. They gave us 150,000 excluding VAT. Where will I record this amount of 150,000? Is it in line with vehicle? Is it in line with input VAT? Is it in line with capital? Let me know, where do we record this? Vehicle? Perfect. On the debit side. Can you see the importance of analyzing? I like this. Now I know that this 150 must come here, because it is excluding VAT. It's not the main. So if this 150 in future is including VAT, this amount was supposed to be put in line with capital. Can you see now? Easy like that. Guys, if you think that this is very Sylvestish, let me see on the chat. Please let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you understand this. Let me know if this is marvelous, the way we do it. Perfect, Anthony. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nikita. Thank you so much, Ngateko. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Ande. Thank you, Gaby. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, as usual. Okay, so now we can calculate VAT the way you know how to calculate VAT. Please calculate VAT for us. Thank you so much, Tanya. We said 22,500. Perfect. 22,500. 22,500. And now it is easy like VC to calculate the capital. How much is capital? You are on fire. Haters are seeing flames. I can see. Thank you so much for that. Can you see, guys? So make sure that you know how to do this. Okay. So this is very easy. I'm telling you. So let me just show this. Thank you so much. Let me just write this down. It's 150. You know, some people don't say anything there. You don't know whether they understand or not, and then they will surprise you in the exam, and then they don't get it right. I don't want that. I don't want it. Okay, please make sure that you understand how to do that. And obviously, for me to find this 172,500, you just have to add the two, and this size must always balance. So this side is 172,500. If you add the two here, this side is always 172,500. They must always balance. Why am I saying that? Because sometimes in the exam, they write this amount for you. They can write 150 and 172 for you, and they leave question mark for this one. So you just have to know that whatever you put here, when you add them together, they must give you that one. Okay, you must know the formulas. Okay, so in other words, if they want narrations, for example, let's say they say show the narrations, this is what you're gonna do. Who can tell me what can you say with the narration? Because narration, this is not a formula. It's the way you understand it. For me, I will say contribution of vehicle by the owner. It's up to you. If they want narration, only if they want narration, you can do that. So narration is something like this. If they want narration, if they say show narrations, just write in short what is happening. But you know, sometimes in the exams they say ignore. But if they don't tell you to ignore narrations, you must write them. Guys, in the exam, for you to ignore something, wait for them to say ignore it. Don't just ignore it. You're losing marks. And please always show calculations like I've shown you here. Why do we show calculations? Because sometimes you make a mistake here. Instead of losing all the marks, I'll go and mark some of your calculations there. So please always try to show calculations. I know in the exam sometimes students say they don't have enough space to put their calculations. Please try to put it somewhere. As long as, even if at the back of the book, just tell Sylvester to go and check at the back of the answer book. I will go and check it for you there and mark it. Okay, wherever you find space, show it there and tell me to go and look for it there. Okay, I'll do that. Guys, let's go to the 9th. I hope you understand. The owner took goods for own use with a selling price of 1,500. Please, for now, think about the accounts. I'm gonna write the dates for now. Think about the accounts involved, and then I'm gonna come back to it. Okay, the date is going to be the 9th. And see there, Steve said drawings. Thank you so much for that. What else? Cannot be one account. Drawings. Yes, I agree with you. Thank you so much. Let me write it down. And then I can see there's a trading stock. I agree with you. Thank you so much. Trading stock or trading inventory. Yes, thank you so much for that. I'm gonna just write trading S, guys, because of space. And I'm gonna have output VAT. Yes, output VAT is correct, not input VAT. You're not buying, ne? You're not buying. So remember, here is drawing, so it must be like that. Okay, so you need to do that. Okay, and then please, like we have done before, tell me which one. What is drawings to us? Where does it increase? No, drawings. What is drawings to us? I know drawings, and is it increasing or decreasing? And under which side? So these are the rules that you must just know, guys. Thank you so much. Increasing or decreasing under which side? Perfect, you are correct. So drawings increase on the debit side. So tell me about the trading inventory. What is happening to it? Thank you so much. Increasing or decreasing under which side? Yes, I agree with you. And under which side? Thank you so much. Perfect. It decreases on the credit side. Okay, so you must know the rules, guys. Okay, otherwise you're gonna make mistakes. And what about the output VAT? It will always be like that. It's gonna be output VAT is something like perfect. I like that, guys. Please go and practice this now. Okay. So this is important. You must go, and this will help you a lot. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anthony, because remember when you were buying this inventory, you paid input VAT, but because the owner is taking it over, you must go and cancel that particular input, or you must go and cancel that particular, reverse that particular input. So that's why we call it output, so that we can decrease the amount of input we have. Because if you cannot reverse it, it means, yeah, we still have to collect it. So that's why that is the reversal, is the reversal part of it. Because before when we bought, there was VAT. Even now, we must have VAT. We're reversing it, okay? So, which account must I start recording according to you? I told you the procedures. Which account must I start with? Which account must I start with? And they said drawings. Do you all agree? Thank you so much. Drawings. Thank you so much, and for that. And then which account must I record next? Trading stock. And then I must also have output VAT. Okay. Now, which account is the main account? According to you, which account is the main account? Thank you so much for that. The main account, and you know why that we see main account, because it will help us. The drawings is the main account. So they gave us 1,500. So where must I record this 1,500, or how must I record it? On the debit side. Okay, no problem. debit side of inventory. So is it, as you can see, it is excluding VAT. Ne? It is excluding VAT. So obviously it's going to be in line with what? In line with the trading inventory, okay? Because it's excluding VAT. Remember, the main account is the one that must have VAT. But be careful here, guys. Remember, I'm going to remind you again. They gave you the selling price. Remember, write it down again. The drawings of goods cannot be at a selling price. So when they give you the selling price, it means they want you to find the cost. So you must always calculate the cost of 1,500. So what is this is the selling price. What is the cost price of this 1,500? Because you cannot have drawings at a selling price. It's 1,725. How did you find that? Because I find 1,200. I don't find that. I find 1,200. Listen now. So please make sure that you remember. So remember, I told you the drawings cannot be at a selling price. It must always be at a cost. What you must do, you must say 1,500. They will. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you're gonna thank me. In the exam, they're gonna give you something like this. So if they give you the selling price, make sure that you calculate the cost price, because the drawings of goods cannot be at the selling price. The owner did not buy. We did not sell to the owner. The owner just took over. So you must change this 1,500 to be a cost. Unless if they set cost price, yes, you would write it here as 1,500. Can I see yes, yes? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Can I see yes, yes, yes? I want to see how many yeses. 17 yeses. Otherwise, I'm going to call your names. Thank you. I'm going to call your names now. I want to see. Michael, thank you. Ngako, thank you. Anthony, thank you. TJ, thank you. I'm going to wait for this. Otherwise, they will tell me. Because they don't tell me whether they understand or not. They must tell me what do they not understand. Okay, let me wait. Let me call their names. Call their name. Let's see who else is the TJ. Laken is the Linda. What's happening? See this so? Hannah. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Linda. No, Linda, remember, if the owner took trading stock. Okay, firstly, Linda, check here. If you can check here, I said credit side. Okay, let me explain why. Because the owner took stock. So if the owner took stock from the business, what happens to the stock of the business? The stock goes down. So remember, trading stock is an asset. So the assets go down on the credit side. That's why I credit. Because if I can record, so if I can, Linda, if I can record on the debit side, it means the stock of the business is increasing. Do you understand that? So the owner took it. So what happens to it? It decreases on the credit side. Are you okay, Linda? And I've got too many chat on here. I must go and filter your chat because obviously people are sending it the same. Trading stock is like, no, it's not like cost. No, it's not like cost price. Maybe I don't understand your question, Andy. So what I mean, remember the trading stock has been bought at a cost. So maybe you can rephrase your question. If you say trading stock is like cost of sales, okay, let's see. Obviously, when we bought trading stock, we bought it at a cost. Can you see now? So we just want to know how much did we buy it for. So when we bought it, yes, we bought it at a cost. That's why we want to know the real cost, not the selling price. Are you okay, Andy? Because if you can use the selling price, Andy, let's talk about it a bit. If you can use the selling price, it means the business sold stock to the owner. If let's say, for example, the business sold stock to the owner, it wouldn't be drawings, okay? It would be, we were supposed to use the selling price. But in this case, the owner took it for own use. The owner didn't buy. He just took it. So that's how we cannot use selling price. Because if you use selling price, it looks like we sold to the owner. So we must always use cost price. Please write it down for future reference. I know you're going to forget. Because the reason why I say you're going to forget is because every time when I do this, we always get it wrong first time. Can we just tell ourselves and say, in the exam, when I see these, I will know that I must use costs, cost. Guys, can you say that? Please promise me that you're not going to forget. Promise me here on the chat. I want to see promise me. Otherwise, I end the lesson. Promise me that you're not going to forget. I'm going to wait. Thank you, Ngateko. Thank you. Everyone must promise me. Otherwise, if you don't promise me, I'm going to ask them some questions. Why? Maybe they don't understand. Please. Thank you. And I know sometimes we forget. Ne? Can you see what I learned in life? Something that I can't understand, I'll make sure that I've got a reminder. There's something that must remind me and say, this thing must be dealt with like this. I know drawings has got, whenever the owner takes stock, it will always be perfect under. I like that. That is the best note that you can ever have there. Please write it down. Perfect. You are correct, Andy. Whenever the owner takes stock for own use, it will always be at a cost. An examiner, I know them. They are not going to give you the cost. They will either give you this like this, a selling price, and you must remember to use the markup to record, to calculate the cost price. Or they will give you the selling price and the cost price. So they want to check which one are you going to use. So what I've realized from the past experience, my students, I'm telling you, when they are given selling price and the cost price, can you see what they do? They say selling price minus cost. No, don't do that. Just choose cost. That is what I mean. Always choose cost. If they don't give it to you, calculate it. So you must know how to use the markup. I think I've said a mouthful when it comes to this one. Okay, I know, guys, some of you gave me some answers on top there. So let me go and check the answers on top there. They said drawings will be 1380. Do you all agree? Drawings 1380. Let's see. Thank you so much. So if drawings is 1380, obviously we can know our VAT. How much is our VAT? It's the difference, né? Meaning our VAT is going to be 180. Is it true or false? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, guys. Can you see now? Just like that. Ah, guys, we understand. And please keep practicing. Please practice. Guys, make sure. Yes, I like that. Let me thank you so much for that. And let me just put it here for the sake of those who don't understand. How do we get drawings amount? Okay, I will start with VAT so that you can understand how to. The VAT is going to be 1,200 times 15 over 100. Okay, and then obviously when you add the two, this one, and I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna take 1,200 plus 180. Ngateko, are you okay? Anthony and Ngateko, are you okay, guys? Are you okay now? Can you see? I tried to show you on here on the. Let me see if you're okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So can you see? Make sure that this two, when you record, this must always balance. Can you see now? So if the minute you put 1,200 here and you put 180 here, just know for sure that whatever you're going to record on the other side must be equal. So you must add them together. Can you see now? So always make sure that you do that, guys. Guys, I think we've done a mouthful of things here. This is. Yes, I agree with you. And can you see that they are challenging you because they know that when students see something, and then they always take whatever they see. Can you see now? So make sure that you check this. That's why I said, please have a note there. Can you see now? And then please make sure that I'm gonna make sure that I send this slide to Doreen, and even with so what I'm gonna do now, please, before you go, I'm gonna go to slide number 1 and 2, like we said. Before you go, let me take attendance, guys. Don't, because obviously I know they are very strict with the attendance, and some parents always ask for attendance, so don't leave now. I'm gonna take attendance now. Just wait, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm taking attendance so that they can know that. Others, they tell parents at home, hey, we're attending Sylvester, and they don't attend. So we want to be safe, okay? Just wait. We want to be safe for that. Safe. So guys, just wait for a moment. Wait for a moment. I'm still gonna go back to slide number 1 and 2. Okay, let me just. Let me do this. I'm almost there. Don't worry, I'm almost there. Just trying to find Sylvester. Sandhya, what do you want to ask on that? But remember, when I go back, you won't find answers. These answers have been removed. You can only find them by the time when you. Let me see. Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I just finished recording the attendance, guys. Let me go back to the question. Sandhya said you wanted me to go there. Let me go and check. You wanted me to go and check the slides. Let me see the messages. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go back now, guys. Let me go to the slides. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1. Yes, I'm gonna upload, but those who are not in my class obviously won't have them. I'm gonna upload them on the VC Learn. I'll do that for you, yes. But you also gonna get it again from Doreen, okay? But I'm gonna do that, and they don't worry about it, okay? Slide number 1, obviously, this is only slide number. Sanya, this is slide number 2. Let me know, Sanya, if you got it, so that I can go to the next slide. Okay, and then the other slide is this one. Question 3. Let me know if you want to take a. I'm gonna scroll again. And I'm gonna scroll again like this. And I'm gonna, can you see this like this? Can I switch over to the next slide, Sandhya? And again, okay, and then this is the last one. This is the last transactions. And don't worry, Doreen is gonna send. Thank you so much for that. So thank you guys for attending, guys. I do appreciate. So what I'm gonna do after the link has been, it takes some time to populate the link. So I'm gonna send it to Doreen, and Doreen will send it to you guys. And I'm also gonna, those who cannot wait for Doreen, I'm gonna put it on my YouTube. You can go to my YouTube. You can find this video maybe after 30 minutes. Okay. Thank you guys, and have a great one. I appreciate, guys, you attending my lesson. Okay.